Hi there. Well, I bought new lighting today at Target. I got a little desk lamp. I mean, just a $10 desk lamp. So I think it's helping. At least it helps with in the viewfinder here. Hopefully it helps. You guys should let me know. Still's not great. I don't know if you can see colors well, but let me know. I think it's a little better, not as dark, and I can move it when I go to different rooms too, since it's a little desk lamp. So yeah, let me know about that. Today I am wearing a Coastal Scents palette, since I've been complaining so much about mine that I don't like and I never use. Thought I'd try it out again for you guys to see how it really is after all these years. I didn't used to know how to use eye primers very much, so I thought maybe it'd be different with the eye primer. So I'm using this Coastal Scents palette. It is the 42 color double stack matte shadow and blush palette. It's one of the palettes I have. At the time they had this in matte and this also in shimmer, and I couldn't decide which to get, and I decided to get the matte, which was kind of a mistake because I really like shimmer better, but at least now I have matte colors. And they're very pretty colors. I'm using the green, a couple greens today. So far they're wearing really pretty well, which is surprising, but here's the colors. They're really beautiful colors. I used a couple of the different green shades. I think this one on my lid and this one in the crease. The lid color came out really good. The crease color was kind of powdery and patchy a little bit, but they are mattes. And then it has the blush palette, which has really beautiful, you can't tell, but very bright, beautiful blush colors. And they're very large too. And the shadow, these shadows are a pretty large size. Whereas the 88 palettes and the 120 palettes are very small. These are pretty large. Too bad you can't see how pretty these colors are. But they're very pretty and very pigmented. And I used two of them today. One for contour, one for blush. I used this one for contour, and I think this one really dark pink for blush. They're very, very pigmented. They're just not great quality. What can I say? They're good for, I think, young girls. It would be good for young girls, young teens, starting out. They're really inexpensive, and there are lots and lots of colors. So I think it'd be good for a young teen. I just like a little better quality, but they're actually wearing pretty well today. I'm surprised. Okay, I'm testing out my new lighting, so I thought I'd make a video, and something to make a video about would be my favorite eye brushes. There's the new All About Eyes tag, so I thought I'd do some eye stuff that I have. So my favorite eye brushes. So ones that I use every day. I have my little everyday brush container here. It's a pencil holder with compartments that kind of help divide it up a little bit. So first, if I use a primer that I need a brush for, I use this MAC small brush, and I think this is the 242. It's the small flat kind of white colored flat brush, and it's really good for cream products, like cream eye products, and concealer too. So I use that for primer, concealer, and then I use the MAC, I think it's the 252, the numbers have long gone, but it's also a flat shader brush. It's just like the other one I showed, but bigger. So here's the little one I use for primer, concealer, and here's the bigger one I use for putting on lid eye color, and it's just perfect. It's really perfect. For my crease, I have a really small kind of small eyes, hooded eyes, and small crease area. So a lot of people like the MAC 224, which is a nice bushy round fluffy brush, but for me the 224 is way too big to make a nice precise laying down of color there. So what I use is the MAC, my favorite is the MAC 226, which you can no longer get in stores, but it's smaller. It's a smaller, fluffier brush, and it's smaller. It's just the perfect size for me to lay down color in my crease. And then to blend it out is my favorite all-time MAC 217, which is a fluffy blending brush that is just perfect to me. It's just got the right amount of stiffness to be able to really move the color around, but it's fluffy too, so it blends things perfectly for me. I love that brush. For highlighter under the eyebrow, is the perfect brush for me is a Coastal Scents brush. I got this a long time ago. They're very inexpensive, and I don't like a lot of the brushes, but I like some of the brushes, and this is the one I really, really like. This is the C153 Large Chisel Fluff, and it's kind of flat with a kind of round shape, and it's just perfect for the highlight. I love this. Having two of them is great for me. You can have four of them would be great, but this is the perfect highlight, lay down the highlight for me. Some other brushes that I love are here's a couple of them. See if I can find, I have these little brushes. These are little shader brushes, they're kind of flat but with a round tip. They're not fluffy like the 242 and the 226. They're kind of flatter, and these are really small, and they're perfect for precision work. I love this one. Is the MAC 228, which is just perfect for me for putting on color right here, or if you want it under the eye, which I don't do because it irritates. Any powder under my eye irritates my eyes, so I don't do that, but in the inner corner it works perfect. And Coastal Scents also has one, C152 Medium Chisel Fluff. It's a teeny bit bigger than the MAC. This is the MAC. It's a little smaller than the Coastal Scents, but they're the same basic brush. And this one too is just perfect for in here or smaller, more precision work, for a special highlight color, like a shimmery highlight color, just for precision right there. I love that brush too. For eyeliner, if I use the gel eyeliner, which I do maybe very rarely, but if I do, I love this MAC 266. It's a little angled brush. And a lot of people complain about this brush online, but I love this brush. This is, to me, is the perfect eyeliner angled brush. It's also great for eyebrows, shading in color for eyebrows. I think it's perfect. It's really, really thin, and yet it's stiff enough to really be perfect for an eyeliner. I also have a MAC more straight one. It's a MAC 209 for and it's not angled. It's just a little brush for eyeliner that I have for shading, gel liner. Another crease brush that I do really like. This is a Coastal Scents brush. This I use alternately with the MAC 226. They're kind of the same principle. The Coastal Scents one is a little fluffier, bigger, and shorter and rounder. The 226 is thinner and a little pointier, but I really like this one. C139 Stiff Tapered Crease Brush. That is one of my favorite Coastal Scents brush, and it's just as good as the 226, I think. Perfect for smaller crease work like mine needs. And I got this. I don't use it much. The MAC 275, which is a angled, kind of fluffier angled brush. I got it to use because I was struggling to find something that would fit in my crease to lay down color. So I bought it for that, but I never really liked it all that much. I like these other ones much better. but that's what I bought that for. It works okay. And I'm gonna run out of time. I have other ones. I have the MAC 215 that would be good for mineralized. It's okay. I think it's kind of scratchy. I have the MAC 227, which you can use for all over color, which is okay. It's kind of scratchy too. It's all right. I have the MAC 287, which is a dual fiber flat brush, which you can use for mineralized or powder and shading. I don't use it much. It's okay. It's all right. And my favorite new one is the MAC 130. It's a very small size stippling brush. Like it's not, let's see, 224. Here's a 224. So it's not much bigger than a 224. It's very small. And my favorite MAC gal, Kat, showed me it's really great for putting on concealer or any under eye products right here. And it perfectly puts it in, and you can't even see the marks, like airbrushing things in right there. It's beautiful for concealer and stuff. It's really perfect. I've seen people say the Wayne Goss brushes, the #1 does that really well too, but I don't have the Wayne Goss brushes. I wish I did. I'd really, really like them to get them, but they're really inexpensive to put out all at once. $210 for this set. They're supposed to be really, really nice, and I'd really, really like it if it were half off. The 224, I think I forgot to mention. The crease brush, it's just too big for me, but I do use it for putting on under eye powders. It's really perfect for me for that. It's too big for laying down color in my crease. I can blend a little bit with it, but it's too big for laying down color for me. But it's good for under the eye for powder or highlighter there. So those are some of my favorites. I have more, but those are some of my favorites, and I'm going to run out of time. So let me know what you think of the lighting, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.